go up every day na the country. Well, member of parliament them get their own role where they can play na the country economy as they get people more than they represent na parliament as then constituents them. And self na then can approve the country in budget. Also government can list the expenditure where they want for use every year for run the country. And they still monitor this budget through the oversight function them where they can do na different governance sector them or institution them. Well, at the studio this morning for can talk about the salon economy and self later on at the program go profile solutions. We get Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte in a member of parliament for constituency 132 around Lumley and other area them. There this morning they represent the Salon People's Party. Good morning, Honorable Tawa Conte. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, listeners.
We get Honorable Abdul Kago. They represent people in a constituency 077 na Kafo Bulon Putloko districts. In self there this morning, they represent the All People's Congress APC party. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning, Mabel. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, me people in our constituency 077.
All right. Well, as you earlier, I will start with you, Honorable Tawa Conte. The Radio Democracy, they continue for look at the economic situation of the country as plenty citizens and believe say the economy they in bad shape. Your party, the Salon People's Party, now they in governance and now responsibility for ensure say the economy work fine. Waiting now your first impression about the current status of the economy.
Thank you very much, Mabel. First of all, let us start for make some few corrections. Today, I should say me and my colleague, the Honorable Abdul Kabo, we're there today for can discuss an issue of national concern. In as much as we both get different party representation, but today we can get a national face to a national issue. And we want listeners then for able to understand how they say not to politics every day. This is not the time for like we change the trajectory from the old ways and transition to the new ways. And the first impression of the economy now, the economy gets serious strains because currently the world economy we get $14 trillion of negative interest bonds across the world, and the world they almost slip back to recession. Currently, the world is slip back to recession. And economists then say for recover from a state of recession to normalcy, they last between 10 to 11 years. So meaning, when the twin shock of the Ebola and the economic meltdown of we major exporters them, London mining and African mineral hit around 2015 or so, we be there as a country, we be there at 21.5 or so percentage GDP growth. We economy they grow the fastest na the world. We get then shock then they continue on to the elections of 2018. So by the time we President Bill and the SLPP government they take up the reins of government, the country be the transition between starting the process of recovery from austerity and whether normalcy there or not. Now, what are the indicators them? What are our major challenges them? We they encounter as a country. I know they limit and say as a government because, like I say, we are going to discuss a national issue today. Some of the challenges that they encounter now that if you look at we major providers them in the heydays of dollars, see none of them are there. Look at London mining. London mining they bring about $14 million now this country every month. African minerals they bring about $14-15 million at this country every month. Plan International they do between $2 million to $4 million every month. Save the Children at the peak of Ebola they get at least $5 million every month, and after Ebola they do between 1.5-2 million dollars. UNICEF the same. China Henan they do up to $500,000. All this amount what they tell you now amount them. London Mine they count $14 million. They exchange $10 million every month. African Minerals they count $14 million. They exchange another $10 million every month. Like as the case may be, ADAX they provide dollars. SOCFIN they provide dollars. Now all these sources, what you know happy with them? in as much as Plan still there, in as much as UNICEF still there, in as much as Save the Children still there, in as much as ADAC still there, SOCFIN still there, but the major players, African Minerals and London Mining, then two no more on a monthly basis, they provide the economy with at least $20 million.
So your impression, for conclude your impression about the current state of the country economy, is it that the economy good or bad?
Well, the economy cannot be good when you get major players them, where they help for manage the balance of trade, because it's a business of trade. Let me finish. It's a business of trade. The balance of trade now that what will they export as against what will they import, and what will they import, what currency they use for bring and come inside in a dollar. So the only way where the balance of trade is able stable now, if we export, they able for match we import, and at this level between 2014 to between 2010 up to the twin shock, we balance of trade be appreciable, because we be they get London Mining with the ship, they bring $14 million. We get African Mineral with the ship, they bring another $14 million. We get others, we get Plan, and always they bring dollars for we. So, but now what you know happen? Now that Plan and others will still there.
So if all the activity there, Honorable Tower, where they happen for let the economy boom na the country, not they happen again, or they get challenges not for happen the country, not they exports that much again, you go agree say the economy bad?
I don't go agree say the economy bad. I agree say the economy they in serious strain, because like I say, I start for say the world gets 14 trillion negative interest pledge across the world.
Right.
And the world is slip back to recession, and the recovery period from recession to full recovery in 10 years, and from 2015 to 2018 are just 3 years in the austerity. It is not full 10 years we go say okay, the recovery period don't pass, the economy is supposed to be stable. So the economy they go through serious strain.
Right.
That one is acceptable.
Continue for the with at the studio, Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, Member of Parliament for constituency 132 around Lumley and other area them under your constituency. When they come over now to Honorable Abdul Kabo, we are the Member of Parliament for constituency 077 Nakafu Bulom na Potloko district. We just don't listen to waiting Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte describe what your impression about the current state of the country economy. How you they see how you go describe the country in current economy?
Well, firstly, I want to tell me people and say the economy of this country, it affects everybody. If you na SLPP, you go buy na market. The same price where they sell pepper give you, and then they sell that same give that APC person, and then they sell NGC person. So the economy is not care whether you vote for party or you not vote, whether you get party card, you not get party card. It affects everybody. Now that make we get for be right in our consciences where we discuss issues and surrounding the economy, because it get for do with the lives and livelihood of people that we vote for. We send we say yeah una go na parliament. We tell we say hey we dance on the rain and sun. If them people and they go through difficulty, if them people and they get hard forget within the heat. So me as he say na a serious challenge, and in no way we for play politics around them. But by the way my brother describe the economy, not say bad, but all the descriptions the way you no need for tell you say bad, But let me go proper. Now I begin wonder what thing they do with economy, because you remember in 2014 we get the highest GDP growth rate as even Tower confirm. Sierra Leone became one of the fastest growing economy in the world, until we get Ebola and we get the declination in the price of iron ore. There were reasons in those days where everybody knows say yes, then thing they are, then get the propensity for and bug the economy. The time where Ebola, the businesses they know they go on, mining they know they go on, everything shut down. So there was every proclivity for let the economy be affected. But right now we are the talk, I ask myself the inevitable question: say, what is the problem we get to we economy for face then kind of challenges there? We get Ebola? No. We get any disaster? No. Iron ore price go down? No. What's not the problem? After my investigation, I conclude on 3 things. 1, na lack of capacity with the one the way they handle the economy. 2, na wetin I call voraciousness. And 3, na rapaciousness. I go explain so that my mama wey dey Kafubulom, he go understand what they talk about. Lack of capacity. You give person load where you no able to. The load where you get a big pass waiting the person able carry. You know they move from here to here. You see, also you find out say na greed and selfishness na im dey make we dey outside we dey so. Now la turn me arrow small to the Minister of Finance, yeah, because na im dey superintend over the economy of the state. To me, I felt bad when I'm in the listen on an interview with the Minister of Finance. The Minister of Finance get the infantry for tell the people of this country say now where they don't belful, they can talk anything. Yes,
at
the camp day,
please hold on. Let me stick on the issue. The question is, waiting are your impression about the current situation
that is
of
what
the
I'm building
economy?
up. That is what I'm building up. You know, me, I feel say we owe the people of this country so much. The economy, as at the talk, everything about the economy is bad. Everything is bad. Government they expend money through 3 sources. 1, then they do and through the wage bill. 2, then they do and through recurrency and development. And 3, then they do and through debt servicing. All of them things then the way I don't state is very bad. Now we go now to the wage bill. The wage bill in 2018, the wage bill now being 6.4 billion in 2018. That was the last wage bill APC paid before we left office. 106.4 billion. Now in June of this year, the wage bill long go to 196.3 billion. So it tell you say 35.8 billion don't be added to the wage bill just for 1 month. So you multiply that day by 12 inside the year, extra 429.8 billion don't be added into the wage bill. So if you say you country they go through financial stress, then you don't add wage bill just because you want create jobs them for young boys them. Me feel say then they know they help the economy. Then also I talk about also the other factor we for make sure say the government and everybody service also the expenditure and the recurring. I talk say well we see the creation of new offices them. We see the creation of new diplomatic missions them. We see the creation like State House. Now basically previously now been less than now been a little above 100 staff them in the day. Now we have over 400 staff them day. So we see say the problems them are man-made and they could be solved. They could be arrested if only we ready for make sure say we arrest the problems the way they happen.
As you say, some of the problem them where they bring pressure on the country economy, we make it in at the states where it is so now some of them are man-made. When you talk to other people, then believe say during the time when you party the APC be in governance, so many mismanagement be happen on the economy, corruption issues them be happen, we make so much pressure there on the economy, and where the SLPP take up power, then say they get challenges for try for stabilize the country economy. What do you go say about that?
And I'll tell you, yeah, the economy na structure. We get what we call government revenue. That na the money where government they collect every year. Then we get what we call government expenditure. Now the 3 things then where I don't state, yeah. Always na country, government revenue they exceed government expenditure. So we get what we call budget deficit. That has always been the case. In fact, in APC term, I will tell you say the budget deficit was quite better than now. In 2008, the budget deficit now been 890 billion. But in 2009, the budget deficit now 952.3 billion. So it tell you say, you know, whichever way you handle government, for every year, waiting you they spend in more than waiting you they get. And waiting clear now that where you can to budget, where you can to the economy, the variables are very clear. You're not the able hide, you're not the able say. You say in the days of APC, problem in the, but in the days of APC, they mean they pay salaries on time. In the days of APC, dollar mean they at a considerable rate.
We will not be mismanage the country economy.
We will not mismanage, because if we mismanage, it will not have been as bad as it is now.
Right.
You understand? So because I'll tell you, because it's clear. You know, government will mismanage, you know, not for able to control dollar price. Government will mismanage, not for able to make sure they involved in infrastructural development. Government not will mismanage, not for able to increase the salaries of teachers. Government will mismanage, not for able to make roads them in this country. Government will mismanage, not for engage in any development as it happen now.
Right.
So the mere fact say APC during the time, una see physically that people were satisfied, you know,
Right.
somehow. You know, compared to now.
Continue for the between at the studio, Honorable Abdul Kabo, Member of Parliament for constituency 077. We will come back to you. Let go over to Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte again. We come out now constituency 132. Inside this 2019, the projected real GDP being for B 5.6%. And where President Bio take over in administration, I guess you be in a parliament, we being again speech, and among the things we and do now for ensure say it help for boost the country economy. Also we see the major two they talk about been say for block the leakages and do other things and we go push the country economy go before. From that time to now, you look at the projected GDP will be the expect. And now, then speech and they been go make, the efforts they been saying governments they make, the country don't yield anything towards that.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, let I make a quick correction and continue for hold on to the position where I carry now the studio and no change up. My position is we are looking at the economy of Sierra Leone from a national perspective, and we forget a real national sense instead of we play politics inside. You know, I don't even want to talk plenty politics, but I know they play a lot of politics. It make mention of the wage bill, it make mention of debt servicing, it make mention of recurrent expenditure. You know, all of them one they are accumulated problems the way they carry over. And if you look the wage bill, what made the wage bill increase? Now because government don't take additional teachers, they don't give additional nurses. So there must be pressure on the wage bill. Now for me, what are the issues they go for discuss? Or what are the issues they go for look at? Now how, what thing they be responsible for let dollar stable? It was not government. I've given you clear analysis that the inflows then be very high, then be stable, then be consistent. So the rates, they always, when there is too much, the rate no they go up. If I don't get the car, because the demand not the meet that supply, the supply high past the demand. You know, this is not simple economics. Now to the issue of President Bio in commitment to taking the GDP to revenue ratio to 20% by 2023. Already we don't see significant improvement on that day on GDP, on revenue to GDP. Yeah, fact is the government did do very well in terms of revenue collection. As at this 2018-2019, if my figures could serve me, I think we did between 12 to 13% of GDP. As at 2017, it was 10.5. Now it's about 12.5, meaning we don't move 2.5 percentage points of revenue to GDP. But the problem is the revenue? No. The problem is not revenue. Like you said, what will they collect as revenue for the year and your expenditure for the year a far outweigh with revenue. Why? Because with revenue, 85% of government revenue goes to salaries and debt servicing. Debt servicing alone monthly now 101 billion, and a debt servicing alone. The wage bill monthly now 200 billion. So you are taking 301 billion from the revenue where you generate every month, and you cannot seize and not service those debts. Some of the debt the way we talk about now, debt the way maybe I don't make mention from roads 1 billion.
Talking about the wage bill, Honorable Tawa, you just say because on our government give more pin codes to nurses and teacher, it's obvious a pressure go dey on the wage bill. But listening to President Bio he take over office, he say he meet a broken economy. You think say it necessary as of that time with the broken economy where the president say he meet for add more pressure on the wage bill, employ new people and create new offices for people?
Okay, let us start with the constrained economy where President Bio inherit, and the fact say you know they create job because the economy constrained. There are two different things. When you create job, any job you create, they add value to the economy. Job creation is value addition to the economy. What we should be looking at, maybe it will be part of the solution, who comes to the solution. Now, how for ensure say the inherited problems, when I mean inherited problem, the inherited problems of the wage bill. The wage bill is high because the wage bill is inconsistent. One person within at the same position, they perform the same function, one they collect 25 million, another they collect 65 million. So when we come to solution, we will talk about that and we will profile solution. And as members of parliament, yeah,
but the question I ask, if it be necessary that create new offices then and add more pressure on
President Bio not create new offices. President Bio delegate and separate some offices who be need for be separated. For example, the Ministry of Finance and Economic Development. you find out for say the ministry be just a focus on financing.
So if you separate one office owner be one and make am two, not a new office
It
you
is
create.
now separation, a separation and creation. Now one office, you just change the nomenclature. Yeah, it was the same budget. If you add the two budgets together, the Ministry of Economic Planning and the Ministry of Finance, when you join the two together as one ministry, the same budget.
But then they pay them as two different ministers.
It's the same. The budget is the same. For example, if the budget of 68 billion is assigned to the Ministry of Ministry of Finance and Economic Development, now with the Ministry of Economic Development and the Ministry of Finance, you give that one day 48 billion, you give that one day 20 billion. It's the same amount, but you don't separate the function because you want to get efficiency in deliverables. Now you come to the Ministry of Education. It was Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. Now they separate them. The same ministry be the handle tertiary and higher. Okay, fine. Government don't move in focus to human capital, meaning the government don't increase in budgetary allocation to education to 21%. Right. Yeah. So for me,
you, Honorable Tawa,
let me just
take this short commercial break. It's time from studio clock. It already past 8.
Salon Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile App, you can able for use Salon Link money transfer for send money to anybody like you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office like you not get the account number. Buy Exalite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for we boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all you supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go to Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
The program Good Morning Salone, they continue for add your voice to Tinem where they look at now the program this morning. As today we continue for look at the current state of the country economy, and we get members of parliament now the studio this morning. Honorable Abdul Kabo, they are from constituency 077 Nakafubulam Potloko district, and self we get Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, we come out now constituency 132 na Lumley and other area them. And I in we be the talk to before we take that commercial break day. As you continue for discuss but issues we get for do with the current state of the country economy. From waiting the members of parliament and been see na the country in na the speech where President Biyo bin go make na in opening. And the promises them will be made to Salon people and na that speech day, but waiting governments go for do, especially for the country economy. Now waiting you go identify so far say now in the government don't get wrong, we make the state of the economy day like I so now.
I want to say some part the thing the way don't happen, some part them like my brother say, some part them are man-made, some part them can be corrected by man. Some of the issues that would happen, it is beyond the powers of government for correct them at once. For example, the dwindling price of iron ore, or let me say iron ore price not good, but the only commodity where they appreciate now the world right now is gold. Every commodity price don't come down to rock bottom. So the dwindling price of iron ore, don't mean to say the major off-taker of iron ore, China, we don't import enough iron ore to the point that they don't satisfy, they don't buy a full. And because they don't buy a full, the production of iron ore from countries like Sierra Leone, they compete to Zambia, other countries, Guinea, they only produce iron ore for the same source. Now the source say I don't tire small business, unable to take too much. So you mean to say the iron ore there will be major exports. Don't slow down. And as it don't slow down, it means to say we balance of trade become affected. So if we know they export more, we mean to say we import still increase. And what is the challenge? How governments can able to handle this one? For me, the banking laws them now one part the major solutions them for handle this problem. Because the banking bill where they count in Parliament for 2019 say or still they continue for maintain say banks therefore treat contingent liability now like bank guarantee, letters of credit, advance payment guarantee, bill securities, then a contingent liability. They are contingent because you know they follow inside the bank in book 110 past the customer misbehave. Then you get direct exposure, direct facilities like a loan, like an overdraft. Then as you do so, the bank they record as straight as part of them assets, the asset base. Now Salon, the same 2019 Banking Act they say, therefore record contingent liability and direct exposure as 100% of the banking balance sheet. We mean to say it they add more pressure, they give avenue for trade business in Sierra Leone. Now all the people who they demand dollar in Salon, the OMC, the oil marketing companies, the commodities, the mobile telecommunication companies, they already need dollar in this country. They only operate on open accounts. An open account na like NP they buy oil from ADAX. When they buy oil from ADAX, they no get guarantee line between them and ADAX. They pay ADAX cash. So you mean to say any so they want for let ADAX sell their oil, they get for $10. At the same time when NP defend the same dollar, Total defend the same dollar, CTC defend the same dollar, Dakar defend the same dollar, and the supply end for that dollar day don't drop. Because it don't drop, how would they do for remedy that one? Now for ensure say we get a banking act where they make guarantees become attractive. By way we go say okay, for every guarantee we issue, for example, if you issue 10 million guarantee, if a bank issue 10 million guarantee, the bank will only record 30% of the 10 million in balance sheet. That is to say, the bank will only record 3 million in balance sheet. So it will encourage them business then they for do guarantees. And when you do guarantees, you don't get on the long end part.
Honorable Tawa, we look at the new direction manifesto where the SLPP government be used for campaign during the 2018 elections. We look at the manifesto, it gets side them where talk about fiscal policy them where during the campaign the government means say if Salon people and vote for them, then go implement some of them policy for stabilize the country economy. We then believe as of that time the economy been there in bad shape. Now the government don't take up governance over a year. Waiting up on the implementation of them policy where una be done already for CC. If we win, we will implement A, B, and C for stabilize the economy.
Okay, the fiscal policies them as dictated by executive order number 1 and number 2, they are all being implemented. Yeah. Recently, President Biodo reaffirmed say it don't slam traveling ban on all traveling outside Sierra Leone. Yes, now one of a major expenditure, but the biggest expenditure item now the budget, the biggest expenditure item where we need for take as a country. Now one of the major austerity steps we need for move towards now for ensure say we harmonize salaries. And salary harmonization was not part of the fiscal strategy statement profiled in the new the manifesto. But the manifesto talk about wage bill, that the wage bill be bloated, the wage bill be exorbitant. Now that same wage bill we inherit, we not do nothing but that's the fact.
Instead, una add new more.
Forget the addition. The addition is
una
is
not do
significant.
nothing but the bloated wage bill. Una talk about now the manifesto. Then una can now una self create more office system, more foreign embassies. Them give deputy to places where deputies not be there.
Like you say, if you look the economy, if you look the budget it is dictated by percentage growth or percentage increase. If you look the one that they talk so that the insignificant at 0.1%. The embassies then 0.1%.
But now money they go there.
Now money they go there, but where you they tackle, where you they look for revive the economy. You they look at what in we banker they call the low hanging fruits. The low hanging fruit where they add more value to the economy. Yeah, now for harmonized salaries.
All right.
Forget the office creation.
We'll come back
for
to
harmonized salaries, trust me, on a monthly basis, we they write back to the consolidated revenue for at least 30 to 40 billion every month.
All right, like with you, Honorable Abdul Kagbo from the All People's Congress APC. You don't listen to Honorable Tawa in argument. I start with the fiscal policy them, waiting at the government in new direction manifesto, where the government may say if they vote for them and go implement them policy for stabilize the economy, where according to them be they in bad shape as of that time. Then start for implement some of them policy there, but yet still people know they see some changes them in terms of stabilizing the economy. Honorable Tawa talk about bloated wage bill where they make mention of the inside the new direction manifesto say then go can harmonize. What do you think about them policy there where the governments don't implement for stabilize the country economy?
One thing I can tell you, Now that if you come to policy, you know, Tawaden Sabi explain a proper one. But after they don't explain them policies and they mistake go na market, I left your bus not to say the meter go don't go up. And for handle with economy, we get for be real. Real in the sense, just like we Tawamin they say just now, you know. One thing we talk we, you know, I no go agree with them. We say China they don't bell full with iron ore exports. They no want again. That is not correct. You go right now, Guinea still they export iron ore. You go right now, Zambia still they export iron ore. You go right now, other African countries then still they export iron ore until they left for use iron. Now then go bell full with the iron ore within the export. That is not correct. You know, and also you see it can with the some of them policies then the land we use with this so executive order 1 where the president say then for stop all duty waivers. Then duty waivers then they now being for attract investors then because not Salon no more get iron ore. We get other African countries them we self get iron ore. So for attract then let them left the African countries then they let them cancel loan. Government they tell them say no, una no pay for una machine the una they carry it. Una no pay for the infrastructure una they carry it. Government they bell them say una come. And where then come just because of the inflow of the dollar, just because of the economic activity and just because of the exports of iron ore, it mitigates the inflation of the dollar. It make sure say the dollar no go up. It make sure say the dollar be maintained at stagnant rate. And at that day they make the economy of the country go up, you see. But now, where them business leads and they all long be strangulated. Also Africa minerally, we hear the Minister of Mines where they say them forgive $1 million without which they're not established. And then self they close now, then they go. Waiting there for be the hope of we people them. Waiting there for be the hope of that ordinary man where they go buy in a Congo market. Waiting there for be the hope of we people that we get for Fengari for it. Tell you, the economy has it don't bad to an extent, even for generate electricity all around the country. Now a problem. The constituency where I come away na Kafubulom. Previously, we mean they get light 1 o'clock PM. Light they go 8 o'clock AM na morning. But now middle let them they give light. Waiting at the reason. Then say money no dey for buy fear. So the economy is dwindling. And until in physics, I mean engineer, sorry. In physics, they say an object continues in state of rest or uniform motion until it is acted upon by some external force. So if nothing the government no do for correct this situation, then just see everything they go so, things go become worse. Because remember, I listened before I come, I listened a statement, you know, of the ACC commissioner before he became commissioner, where he said during APC, dollar don't go up from 430,000 to 730,000, which was 300,000 increment in dollar, and that was 10 years. 300,000 in 10 years. But now, just in 1 year, 6 months, the dollar don't go up over 300,000, meaning the increment that took place in 10 years, now only 1 year, 6 months. And if we dey go so, I am afraid what will happen before the end of this 5 years. Something has to be done. This situation has to be corrected. So when they treat the economy with levity, then they treat her with, you know, that kind of thing. They get pinch on the layman. Because me and in Tawa, we able to get it with the eat. But don't remember them people that we dance for winner street. Don't remember them people that we soak for winner street. Some of them then go able to buy rice. How much for 1 cup rice right now? How much for 1 cup gari? How much for 1 cup bulgur? Now yesterday I tell me web saying that bulgur are white. When she went to the market, bulgur is over 4,000 leons now for cup.
So
things are
you
not
think,
good.
Although you don't talk, say some of the measures that the government puts in place, where like not one gets for do with waiting president be able to carry it part of his strategy, where na been forget executive order also it take some decision them where according to them for don't make the country in revenue increase a bit for a boost the economy. What do you think say the other thing where government don't missing, because that one day according to you that one pan the pattern where government gets it wrong. What's other area the government don't get it wrong where make the economy they go down like I did so?
The other area Tawano one agree na controlling the wage bill. The wage bill in a constant money where government they pay to all who that they work for government. If you increase that money they become burden to government. And as I tell you, there has been 35.8 billion increase for months just for the wage bill. You calculate them for the year, it is 429.8 billion increase in the wage bill. And you don't quote Khadija, don't quote gist no in the presidency manifesto. So I say over bloated wage bill. So the president had considered before he became president that the wage bill had been too overbloated. So why now we can't increase the wage bill? So also we for control the wage bill, and also government expenditure. We for control government expenditure. I like the stance of the president where he control traveling. You see, because you know go say you get money, you no get money, then every week, 2-3 ministers they go, 4-5 ministers they go, and at the end of the day, we then calculate the money all where government they spend through travel, it too boku. You understand? So some of them sensitivities, then the government for able get and for say no, law we do this, no, law we do this,
right.
No, law we do that. There.
Continue for the between at the studio, Honorable Kabo. Let me just quickly take this commercial break and then continue for look at more issues at the program this morning.
Better don't come. A Union Trust Bank again. Your Salon Banco. Union Trust Bank get plenty product and service there for you. You must get what you want to go better. Let me savings account, ide. Current account, ide. Fixed deposit account, ide. Credit facility, ide. All for you. Me and you. Union Trust Bank, na Salon for me and you. Kids future savings account, ide. School fee savings account, ide. Pay advance salary scheme, ide. We branch and they all love but na Salon. Bokono kenema, we ide. Kabala mabogo kakambia, we ide. Jala Freetown Lone Star, we ide. And my 91, me and you. Union Trust Bank, me and you. Union Trust Bank, Union Trust Bank, na Salon for me and you. Union Salon Banco, Union Trust Banco.
Union Trust Bank, empowering Sierra Leonean businesses.
We will continue with the program Good Morning Salone, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We will bring the program come to you this Monday morning. Mina Khadija Bangora
and Mabel Kaba.
We will look at more issues, and now they take one per way headlines to read them. Outside the President, Dr. Julius Madabio, say he go support the Ministry of Lands for broke all the host them within a disaster prone area them. President Bio talk this way in some government workman them bingo wakana Wellington and Tumbo community for show concern and support the people them where the flooding be affect this being team. Mohammed Sharif been the part of this worker and he go now report.
Within our Wellington, inside the president is on tandem and team and worker they go right down the inside the fence actually collapse for go see for himself.
Now you know the MP will be cry over the radio?
Very well. Imagine before we food, they count the cops. Anyone they can put some people they cry, honorable. The problem, not just at the end of the problem, but the actual root cause that the Water Street Bridge, where in the cry of the people. Apart from that again, around this entire constituency, Ward 46 and Ward 405, the loss of property, very, very enormous. His Excellency the President, as the father of the nation, we appreciate you, Ekam, as a responsible leader, as always they be. These are the people, the bereaved families, but the actual victims.
Honorable Amadou Alpha Bana constituency 115 wey cover na Wellington and other area them na the eastern parts na Freetown. When they show the president how the rain and bulk people na this community and the reason for the flooding. And after in Waka na the side where the fence been broke, the president been talk to the survivor them and other community people na the Wellington Muslim Association compound. Usai President Bio say in a president for all man na Salon.
I not come here with happy heart. I wish I for become where we will come and laugh and talk about the future of this country. Me na the president today, I there for everybody. You will vote for me, you will not vote for me na you president. Some people not be understand what we say, we they give free education. Because when they give free education, we not they pick and choose. That now for sure when I say this government, it comes for everybody. So that investment what they do in education, now for society, not for today. Now for una tomorrow. Una beginning tomorrow and una self in the future.
Ekeyon say government they do assessment all about the country where flooding happen for give them support. As he say, reports don't show say every rain get for calm inside the next few days. We make President Bill call on Salon people for be more vigilant. Usa President Bill carry on in Waka na Tumbo community and call on community people na Tumbo for support government policy then.
We just come over Wellington. Usa we lost some people then, but the same kind number. But we tell God thank you for Tumbo. When nothing bad not happen, pass the property the way lost now so. Yes, sir. Well, we go work hard and make sure say we get them property them back. We know what thing Tumbo mean to Freetown and to this country. We are the feed Freetown and other parts of this country. With our activity, then they make plenty people they able get plus so sweet, not so. Some of we were within there, so now fish, the people them they sell, but today we not big people them. And the big one, we think for make the country better, we think for make Tumbo better. Now for make sure say we picking them go school. We not support government policy them. And two now know say we will talk and do another so. So anything we will talk and agree upon, what we know say good for Tumbo, we not talk no more about Tumbo. We will also do them together, but with the people of Tumbo.
Ikeyon say the law go bet anybody where they block the sideway water for pass for put up any structure.
What would they organize when they say yeah not for build it, you can't build it, sometimes not you go get in trouble. And not the first time this 2 years ago we suffer. Nearly 1,000 people they disappear. Now we earn. But what is sorry and bad for this? We see get for go fed for poor people there under that hill day. We they tell them say we are not going at this month to make against a bill. As they talk so big person, what we don't pay, say come on here. It take the same money, you go bill closely to the place. When you go for go pull on, they say now we made in a government. But we down there I don't give the order to the minister. The machine go down ready. Before you die, the host they go down. Because I can't take care of human being them. If you get for team up, I like na small picking, I like na proper person. If na man yourself with the broken, it's all of that one person they die. So again, it's fine for Mekuna they listen to the authority them. Not to broke one for broke, but the kind railway they come up them hill there. I beg. That lead to what we go do in our community. For make sure say we open the way for the water. May go say one go. Make we do them. The youth band them, the member of parliament, the councillor them. We know one lost one human being again.
Honorable Abdul Turena constituency 105 we Koba na Tumbo and other side na the western rural district say then glad for this worker with president safe been do.
I feel sorry for the one that we don't lost their home. Food no day. But we thank God for waiting they happen so now. For we journey, for come and see we and know we constraints. This not a party business. If you there, you don't bring party business, not a party business. What you want left this party, that word, one country, one people. And not there for one person, and there for all. So that word, we get for use that word. One country, one people. Yeah, if you there, you then in corner, take us say the president there for all. You be red, you be green, you be black, the president there for all.
As part of government in support na Wellington and Tumbo community respectively, President Bio been give them rest, mosquito net, clothes, blankets, and plenty other things them. Who said the Minister of Lands, Dr. Dennis Sandy, been assured for carry on an operation at the area them, where people not for the tap na Freetown and other parts them na the country. For the Society for Ready Democracy, Mohammed Sharif, the report.
The program is still listened to na Good Morning Salone. It come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. Well, the program they continue for look at more issues na the program. Now we go na Casablanca, we na the largest city in Morocco. Also then get the Games Center we in Rabat. And today na that center day, the All African Games they begin. Also over 6,000 young people from 54 nations then they compete. Now about 27 sporting disciplines them and self athletes them from Salon set for this ceremony. Well, follow we get an update on waiting they happen na that part of the world. We get Musa S. Kamara, we now with sports reporter, we there with the Salon delegation, we did it now. Good morning and welcome to the program, Musa.
I'm going live.
The program is still listening to na Good Morning Salone. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We try forget Musa S. Kamara, we de na Casablanca in Morocco, as then they na that country dey for witness the All African Games where they begin today. Also over 6,000 young people them from 54 nations them in Africa get for compete na 27 sporting discipline them. It dey give you an update as Salon delegation safe today. Also the country athletes them set for the ceremony today. Hello Musa.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Mabel Kappa. Good morning, listeners of Radio Democracy.
As I don't tell listeners and just know today the All African Games they begin na Casablanca inside Morocco day. I'm just add to the background information about this competition so people when I them first time this way they listen to them go able to understand waiting the All African Games they bought.
Yes, the All African Games that's 1965 and it's not the 12th edition where they play na Morocco. They play in different cities them like Rabat, you get Casablanca, you get Ben Silima and El Jadida. Now the different cities them where these All African Games they play. And this now the first time in history for make these All African Games be a qualifying for the Olympics 2020 game where you get for be inside Japan, Tokyo. As Salon delegation be done arrive yesterday, we they expect more athletes them for coming as we they expect 3 international athletes them for can join the rest of the team na Rabat.
Musa, tell we waiting the Salon delegation make up of us now. Almost people and they when I athletes them and serve some other people them na the sporting discipline.
Yes, we get 8 disciplines where can represent Salon, and we get 31 athletes them where they represent them. It's about 31 disciplines them where still then they start for compile as all the athletes they knock 8. We get 2 from America we for join the team this morning, and we get also 1 boxer when I did Chestnut way for can join Salon, and Bidol way for can join Salon and Rabat, and Bidol on board from England yesterday. They come now. So roughly we get about 31 athletes them from 8 disciplines them where they can represent Salon. The 8 disciplines they include athletics, boxing, swimming, tennis, karate, chess, wrestling, volleyball. So there are 8 disciplines then they can represent Salon. And the entire competition, as I rightly mentioned, get about 26 different disciplines them where they take part inside Rabat, and 54 countries them. I mean all the countries in Africa come together for this game here. So as this game now, according to the African Union calendar, let me say now African Union game, we say all the African countries then they come together and meet in a game for share culture and also for compete na different disciplines them. As I rightly mentioned, 26 disciplines then. We get more than 6,000 athletes them from all over Africa where then they inside Morocco now.
So Musa, from the rehearsals and practice where your athletes and be done they go through na Salonia and serve the one the way the international we go for go join Unayanda. Now waiting Salon people for see as the faith of Salon na then game here.
Well, actually, let me say high up there for Salon because different coaches them and the different athletes them where they talk to, they express optimism. Remember say before this team departs from Freetown, the Minister of Sport been address the athlete them as he communicates to them the determination way government gets for help the young people and they into sports. And self remember say this game now a stepping stone to Tokyo, Japan Olympic 2020 now qualifying. So he talked to them about how they for comport themselves and make the green, white, and blue fly high among the 54 flags them where they fly right now. So then determine from that angle. When I talk to boxing believe say that they get gold. When he talks to swimming, then believe say they come with gold. Volleyball, all believe say then they go with gold for Salon. So the future bright for Salon.
If all wetin you don't talk about so happen, how important the game go get for be for Salon? Where you think of other competitions them regarding this one where they no go partake so?
Yes, as I rightly mentioned, it's very important for Salon, as this now one side where all African countries in the meet, not only for compete in games, but also share the common culture of Africa. Salon youth man, young man, and they meet up with other young men and share culture together. And also, this now African Union game. And besides, now a qualifying stage where now from here we dey get teams like swimming, athletics, tennis, wrestling, all go able qualify to Tokyo, Japan 2020. So now a very important game for Salon.
Right, Musa, we go to get updates from you after the opening today, how the competition and they happen. But before you they left with Musa, there this rumor where we they get all over social media concerning Musa Tumbua in Kamwan back na Salon. I don't know if you self don't get the information.
Yes, the issue of Musa Tumbu, one way I don't follow social media from Rabat now. I did have a look into the contract of Musa Tumbu and where did they pay in contract. Musa Tumbu in Cameroon, if he happens to come back, also good news for Salon. And we would think the authorities them for stepping and cancel Musa, cancel him, let them know why Musa Tumbu won't come, and let them find way encourage and make Musa Tumbu go out. Remember when we get like players them out, where they turn income, don't look at Mohamed Kalon. What he don't contribute to Salon. Even the economy they contribute to them. If they help other talent because you don't go excel out. You look at other African players like Drogba, we look at like Eto. What thing they do for the countries, then we look at Sadio Mane then. So if Musa Tumbo go out and excel, not only for himself and his family, but the entire nation they benefit. So now that reason I think say authorities them for stepping, let them know why Musa Tumbo they come and encourage and make it go back as now a young man will get brighter future.
The left way on this issue. Already you deal with people and we get for do with sports business and football and one pan the thing and we get for do with sports. Waiting don't be the response so far from stakeholders them we wanna deal with where this news been break.
Well, since then at the social media force, everybody they say, man, I don't believe say Musa Tumbo go come, I don't say Musa Tumbo go come. So they not even like react to them as true something. Nobody not believe say that as true something say he go come back.
All right, Musa, plenty thank you to you for the updates where you give me. That's Musa S. Kamara with sports reporter, where they part of the delegation na Casablanca inside Morocco as the Ministry of Sports support them for go give reports on waiting they happen there. As today the all African games they begin na Rabat and other parts them inside Morocco, and we go to get updates on how Salon performance stand like as them they go.
Causing confusion. But this confuse me, boo. Look where Uncle Nat in Wall Solid. Look in block them where them beat for them, where they save solid, and at the same amount of cement and sand then they use for beat me on. But look what in the happen. Me wall down for them, all the block they all don't scatter. It like say some kind of magic they behind this. You want to know the magic behind this? Now the superior quality, extra strong, extra life and extra yield cement where are the use, and that's not Dangote 3x Portland limestone cement. Dangote cement na the highest grade cement in the country, when a 42.5 R grade cement, when no one day come na this country, and na one of the highest grade pan cement where you go get na the wall. Where you want your concrete, wall and block solid, use Dangote 42.5 R cement, you no go regret them. You go get Dangote 42.5 R cement na all the shop and building material store na the one whole country.
The program Good Morning Salone they continue with a look at one pound with headline story them as the National Electoral Commission NEC go organize by election at constituency 110 na Godrich, another community them na the Western Rural District, August 24 this year. Outside 4 candidates them they represent the different political party them when are from the APC, SLPP, NGC and Unity Party get 14 up na this by election. Well, the chairman na the political parties registration commission PPRC, Abdullahi Bangura, don't call on the leadership of the political party them where they contest na this by election for ensure say the election come out peaceful one. Abdullahi Bangura talk this inside one meeting where PPRC and NEC hold for stakeholder them na the political party them we get for contest na this by election. Osai Princess P has been there and he put this report together with David Van Boy voice.
After the political violence, will be Monday, July 29 this year, na constituency 110 make PRC, NEC, ONS and the police will meet with the 4 political party them. We get for be part of this election for sign to one agreement for ensure say the election come out fine. But waiting are some of the team them, where them party them ya sign to. Olusogo David, na the mediation program officer West, na the political party registration, he explained.
Waiting are some of the things that we expect political parties then to actually adhere to as the campaign they carry on, as well as the day of the polls. The political party leaders then will be daily on that day. First and foremost, they endorse PPIC and press release, we actually suspend political party rally. Each political party entitled to get 4 vehicles on that day. And then 4 vehicles there for carrying 4 stakeholders for monitor the polls on that day. The candidates there, they all go at the votes as they cast their votes. Each political party, they only get 2 representatives at the target center.
Inside he talk to the different political party them, the chairman for the political party registration, Abdullahi Bangura, call on the membership of the 4 political party for ensure say the election will go be inside August this year, come out peaceful one.
The purpose of the meeting basically now for law we continue with all for engage and try to see how much we can do for get a very peaceful, transparent and credible by-election na constituency 110. We concern that the commission is always been that we not get direct involvement in terms of the conduct of elections, but we get a responsibility for ensuring we prepare the ground so that on polling day, everybody will get the opportunity for come out and cast the vote for the candidate we want. The content of the MOU we all been signed, weighing at the outcome of the meeting we will get on the 5th of August, relating particularly to the polling day. Necessary intervention for ensuring we stabilize the constituency and make the atmosphere very conducive for everybody for go out there on polling day and cast their votes.
Miata French, the Western Regional Commissioner, na the National Electoral Commission NEC, say they will make sure say the election be free, fair and transparent for all the political party them.
The tension with the rise around elections is becoming almost unbearable because anytime we get by election, the tension so they build up. We don't understand what's going to happen, but anyway, we will continue on our own path for be as professional as possible for ensure say we deliver the elections in the way they're supposed to be delivered and for try to improve the process. Let me take this as an election with a big head and let we move from here, let nobody know embarrass himself. And let we within the commission all begin enjoy the work small because as it is now, we are really stressed out.
Representatives them from the 4 political party them be commit themselves for say then tap all forms of violence na this by election.
As a political party, we are committed and just like any other political party, we sign this MOU. We said so one must see a police presence where they ensure say all man refuse yes, you are protected, they want not come for candidate.
But for all election that we get for camp, they will not see violence again per election. Because some of we they shape to copy them in other countries. So there, let us conduct research like decent, civilized people. At least let us get some election we will be proud of.
The Deputy National Chairman and leader for the SLPP. This party, a form for let we bring peace and good governance in this country. And I want that we continue with that.
Today we almost the Unity Party, we believe, like we say, a new period of the political bloc. When we look at the name of the party, Unity Party, now a peaceful political party, and we commit to whatever we get now the MOU concerning this by-election for get, a peaceful, free and fair elections.
Member them from the police and ONS, we end up say them go make sure say them provide quality security during this election. Where this may they end up call on people not for mixed by any violence. With support from Princess Pierce, Mina David Vamboy the report.
We continue with the program. Good Morning Salone, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. 8:40 at the time for studio clock, and we get with two members of Parliament them at the studio. Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte from the Salon People's Party and Honorable Abdul Kabo from the All People's Congress APC Party. We continue for look at the current state of the Salon economy. Let's come back to you, Honorable Tawakonte. Now we look at the issue of inflation and the exchange rates. Inflation, especially one we get for do with prices of tin for it and other commodity in the market, they go up as we see now the customer price index with statistics Salon do this BNTM. And when you talk to business people, then they base and say one of the contributing factor we make prices then they go up at the exchange rates. As a government, how you think say una go able for handle the issues of inflation and exchange rates?
Okay, first of all, before I go to the issue, they say they represent APC, but let it focus on Sierra Leone and how we go move Sierra Leone forward. Go check the index. I look Bloomberg every day, Bloomberg News. That is economic news every day. You go, you see prices of commodities every day. They show you the only commodity price where they appreciate right now the world over now gold. Now you know what they appreciate. All other commodity price they decline. I don't start me preamble for say the world leap asleep into recession. Gradually, the world is slipping into recession because we get 14 trillion of negative bonds, negative interest bonds. When they make interest, they invest at the long end, 10 years, but the interest rate now the same with what they invest for 1 year. So you need to say a negative bond. Let me finish. Now, if you look at all one a day, and he also say them be able for pay salaries. Yes, they were paying salaries, but at what expense? At the expense of collecting more loans from the banks, from the central bank, at the expense of accumulating more problems for the economy. Now President Biodo say, I am not going to collect loans from the bank. And then they put more pressure. I say they can't relieve the economy from this pressure. And they put more pressure. And they cut me coat according to my size. And they pay salaries by what they collect. And they offset the debt that we APC left from accumulated debt they don't take over the years for 10 years. And they offset them every month, and they offset them with 101 billion from locally generated revenue. And they pay salaries of 200 billion from locally generated revenue. Yes, there are delays. The delays now, like Minister accept to delays now. So say delays they between 3 to 4 days, depending on the period where the month end. And most of them delays then they affect the public service workers. They affect with the political class, members of parliament, ministers. Let me finish. Now I'll come to the exchange rate. Yeah. When I start, I tell you about floats. I tell you what people love bring money. The business of exchange rates, buying animal, just gold, just diamond, cocoa and cacao, and few of the washed iron all will be there. Where SL mining, transport, and give minimal payment on.
So as you said, don't agree. Say waiting the country they export right now, they at a minimal rate. This call of economic diversification be done they come. How best it don't work for Salon since this administration take over?
Okay.
Economic diversification.
Okay. The diversification of the economy from the last budget speech to this budget speech focus on 3 main aspects of government. It focus on agriculture, it focus on tourism, and it focus on fishery. Now, how will fish will become attractive? What will make fish become attractive to the European market? We will make that $100 million. What they lost from illegal fishing? We will make that $100 million. What they lost from let me finish. That's the diversification.
It don't help. The diversification don't help.
I'm coming. It's going to be a gradual process, and how the process will be gradual. First of all, you have to understand the problem, and you look at how the problem they provide solution. Now, understanding the problem is illegal fishing a part of the thing they undermine fishing in terms of diversification. Tourism, we don't dare the minister don't do several tours, don't ensure say now we dey on several international magazines, now we dey on several platforms where they begin attract tourists for Sierra Leone, where the tourist season begin. With the tourist season not begin it. Now we see the tourist season let's start, now we know how tourism dey affect them. Now to agriculture. Government they pay attention on Toma Boom and how do they call it? Kane Unkelai village. Na Cambia. Kichom. Government they pay attention there. Now, government in attention, first of all, the government priorities in education and diversification. So now government they put more attention on agriculture. The president you see go visit in 400 plus acre of rice cultivation. We mean to say more rice cultivation will begin come up and we will begin export other things them and with dependency on iron ore and this will reduce. So because the balance of trade no equal, because we do the exports and we import. And I don't tell you this no say all will reduce.